Hello again, it's me again. So what is going on now? How are you guys doing? Hope everything went well for you guys. Let me know, will you pull or skip Dan Heng Imbibitor Lunae? Some free-to-play players have to skip banners to have enough ticket to guarantee their favorite character will be home for them. Social media may put stress on people because of the FOMO, but the game is still young. Of course, there is no double banner where one of them is a rerun like on the other gacha games that has been established their game for more than a year. It is just the illusion of a new game where you think your account need more 5-star. But the truth is, the game barely even a year old, so we have to hang on a little bit because in some circumstances there are 4 stars that can do the same job as the 5 stars. Although there is a fine line that 5 star can do better, but these 4 star can still do the job, and some E6 4 star can catch up with E0 5 star unit. But I digress, of course they can catch up but at a price. If you guys been stressing out of missing some characters in this game, don't you worry about it. Honkai style is pretty generous to its players. And once again, I'll tell you again, elemental coverage is important in this game, so don't stress out about having to skip characters in this game. Also, because so far, I did not see any problem or prominent flaw with their release character. Every 5 stars unit that has been released can function well enough with the right build and gameplay. I'm going to let you know, I'm trying to be a full-time creator, managing my time between my part-time job. I will only cover stuff that has been announced on their social media of the developers or a sneak peek on their live stream. Hence, I am currently building a consistency despite my limitation. I love doing this and thank you all for you who are kind enough to subscribe and leave a like. Let's go to the main topic, which is Dan Heng Imbibitor Lunae E0 kit reveal and what kind of build or theme we could probably utilize with him. Dan Heng Imbibitor Lunae, or should I call him Daniel? Daniel is an imaginary destruction unit. His kit revolves around his enhanced basic attack, his traces, Starfail. It's convenient to have his ultimate up quickly, which we can use to save up skill point afterwards. Aquarain is a crowd control race, which makes sense. We doesn't want to use up too much skill point to cleanse him, because skill point is what we will have to manage as efficient as possible in Daniel team when we don't have his Sacrosancta. Joel New increases crit damage when dealing damage to enemy that weak to imaginary. His technique, Heaven Quelling, enabled Daniel to the Leaping Dragon state in a period of time, and using technique to attack enemies will grant Daniel Squama Sacrosancta. Getting Sacrosancta early in the battle will help us to manage skill point usage across the team. Basic attack is a single target and his talent after each hit dealt during an attack. Daniel gains Righteous Heart, then increasing his damage, stackable and lasts until the end of his turn. Well, so far we are reading about damage and crit damage on his kit, and I'm certain that Dan Heng Imbibitor Lunae will be one of the best DPS in the game. I can already see him sitting on the same tier as Scylla, but let's find out once he got released, okay? His skill, okay, this will be a little bit long. If tapped once, it will enhance his basic attack to Beneficent Lotus 1, transform his basic attack to Transcendence. I will call it Enhanced 1, 2, 3 for simplicity. Attacking the enemy with Enhanced 1 will regenerate 30 energy and weakness break by 60 to a single enemy. If tapped twice, it will enhance his basic attack to Enhanced 2, Divine Spear. Attacking the enemy with Enhanced 2 will regenerate 35 energy and weakness break by 90 to a single target and 30 to the adjacent. If tapped 3 times, it will enhance his basic attack to Enhanced 3, Fulgurant Leap. I hope that is how they pronounce it. This is his strongest enhanced basic attack. Attacking the enemy with Enhanced 3 will regenerate 40 energy, weakness break by 120 to a single target and 30 to the adjacent. Using enhancement 2 or 3 will increase Daniel crit damage by a certain percentage, maximum 4 stacks that lasts until the end of his turn. His ultimate unleashed a powerful imaginary damage and emotional damage with that bombastic side eyes to a single target and adjacent enemies, and then Daniel will obtain 2 Squama Sacrosancta and can obtain maximum of 3 Squama Sacrosancta. this Sacrosancta will act like a skill point. After using his ultimate and obtain Sacrosancta, Daniel's skill will consume Sacrosancta instead of the skill point, which is a very convenient way to manage the skill point usage for the whole team. Now if we look briefly, we can conclude that Imbibitor Lunae can stack up crit damage by himself, which is an ability that can make him hit really hard, especially to the enemies that is weak to imaginary elements. Level up priorities are basic attack, talent, ultimate, and skill. Imbibitor Lunae build. For his Relic set, the Wastelander set is the best in slot for him, and Musketeer set is also viable, but try not to put on too much speed on him that he will outturn the supports or his teammates. Or we can mix two pieces each of this set. Imbibitor Lunae preferable main stat is crit rate body and attack or speed boot with crit damage, crit rate, attack, and speed sub stat. So in other words, Daniel can be built just like a traditional DPS with crit ratio. What's tricky is the way the players play him, because he would love to use skill point and players need to distribute or consume skill point as efficient as they can for the whole team. Planar Ornament, an imaginary damage spear, and an attack or ER rogue. The set that viable or Rutilant Arena that can buff his basic attack, Space Sealing Station, viable but not as optimal as Rutilant Arena, and Celestial Differentiator to further boost his crit ratio. But keep in mind that Daniel already have crit damage multiplier on his kit. Lycone, I will mention them by priority from most to least. First Lycone is S5 on the fall of Eon. This 5-star Lycone is free to max superimposition on Herta Shop, so make sure to grab it for Daniel if you are not pulling for his signature Lycone. S5 Secret Vow, and then S5 Under the Blue Sky, with a chance to gain 24% crit rate for 3 turns after defeating enemy. And lastly, S5 Collapsing Sky. Teammates, it will be a little tricky to play Imbibitor Lunae since if you don't have enough skill point and don't have his Sacrosanctum up, his damage will largely be diminished, so his teammates will have to be a skill point friendly unit. For support, Daniel can be paired with Tingyan, Yukong, Asta, and or Villa. Silver Wolf can also be in his team, but we will have to pay extra attention to the skill point usage because we need to refresh Silver Wolf's debuff from her skill from time to time. If the enemy is weak to imaginary damage, Daniel's team will completely obliterate it. Especially if you have Silver Wolf, you can make it work and not have to worry about the enemy's weakness. For the defensive unit, we can put healer, Luocha or Natasha, or put on sustain such as Japart in his team, and you will be good to go. I cannot wait to see when Dan Heng is coming out. I want to see how the AI on auto battle will be, and also I want him to give the enemy that bombastic sad eyes of him. Anyway, I wish you guys luck on your pull. Let me know, will you pull for him or skip in the comment below, and what do you think of Imbibitor Lunae? That it is guys, thanks for watching, stay hydrated, be kind, and see ya.